Have you ever wondered why could your liver be the body's greatest superhero? This amazing organ manages over 500 vital tasks every single day, acting like a steadfast protector that ensures your body runs smoothly. Consider your liver the ultimate bodyguard, filtering toxins and unwanted substances from your bloodstream. This keeps everything in check, allowing your body to function optimally. In addition to detoxifying, the liver produces bile, a substance critical for breaking down dietary fats to facilitate digestion. Furthermore, it processes nutrients from the foods you consume, ensuring your body receives essential fuel. It also serves as a storage hub for important vitamins and minerals, like iron and vitamin B12, preparing them for future use. But that's not the end of its responsibilities. The liver expertly regulates cholesterol levels while balancing hormones, helping the body maintain internal harmony. Surprisingly, it even supports your immune system, aiding your body in fighting off infections. Given all these roles it plays, it's no wonder the liver is often called the body's unsung hero. So the next time you're enjoying a meal, think about the incredible work your liver is doing to keep you healthy and vibrant. This might surprise you. Jericho's ancient history revealed. Jericho, situated in the West Bank of Jordan, holds a remarkable claim to fame as one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities on our planet. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence of human settlement here that dates back over 11,000 years. Imagine living in a place where communities thrived while mammoths roamed the earth. This ancient city has seen countless generations, evolving from a small village to a bustling center of culture and trade. With its strategic location near the Jordan River, Jericho played a vital role in early agriculture, paving the way for farming practices that would spread throughout the region. The famous walls of Jericho, which are often mentioned in biblical texts, add to its rich historical tapestry. Visitors today can explore archaeological sites that showcase ancient structures and artifacts, making it a fascinating destination for anyone interested in human history. So the next time you think about the world's oldest cities, remember Jericho and its incredible journey through time. What if I told you Iceland has no mosquitoes? It's true. Despite being home to around 1,300 different insect species, this stunning island nation has managed to keep away those pesky bloodsuckers. Why is that? Well, mosquitoes thrive in warm, humid environments, and Iceland's cool climate just doesn't suit them. With its unique geographic features, including volcanic landscapes and geothermal activity, the island provides a habitat that is less favorable for these insects. Instead of mosquitoes, you'll find a variety of other insects like beetles and flies that have adapted to the island's conditions. This intriguing fact makes Iceland a wonderful destination for travelers who prefer enjoying the great outdoors without the annoyance of buzzing mosquitoes. So if you're planning a summer trip to Iceland, you can relax and take in the breathtaking scenery without fearing a mosquito bite. This might surprise you. Biodegradable plastics from food waste? Researchers are creating exciting alternatives to traditional plastics by using materials like potato starch and shrimp shells. These innovative biodegradable plastics break down naturally and reduce the environmental impact that regular plastics have on our planet. Every year, millions of tons of food waste end up in landfills, contributing to pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. By harnessing this waste, like the starch in potatoes or the chitin in shrimp shells, scientists can turn what would be discarded into something valuable. Imagine a world where your plastic bags decompose just like an apple core. This development not only promotes recycling, but also supports the fight against pollution, helping to create a cleaner, greener future for everyone. As we face increasing plastic waste challenges, could these bioplastics be the solution we need? Have you ever wondered about a moment in time? A moment, fascinatingly defined as lasting 90 seconds, offers a unique view on how we measure time. While we often think of an hour as made up of 60 minutes, this definition highlights that there are actually 40 moments in an hour. This quirky measurement dates back to medieval times and brings a new appreciation for those fleeting seconds. Imagine the many experiences you can pack into just 90 seconds, like listening to a favorite song or taking a deep breath. Understanding time in this way can help us recognize how quickly moments pass, urging us to savor each one. As we rush through our busy lives, remembering that a moment is more than just a blink can enhance our perception of time. Next time you glance at the clock, consider how many moments you've embraced in the hour. Did you know lawns use 9 billion gallons of water? This staggering amount is what residential lawns in the United States collectively consume every day, making them major players in the nation's water usage. Picture this. That much water could fill over 13,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. With so many people tending to their green patches, it's no surprise that lawns account for a significant portion of domestic water consumption. Many homeowners are unaware of the impact their lush grass has on local water supplies. Factors like weather conditions, lawn size, and maintenance strategies all affect how much water is needed. But there's good news. By implementing smart watering practices and choosing drought-resistant plants, we can keep our lawns healthy while conserving water. Isn't it exciting to think that small changes can lead to a big difference in our environment? Is it really true that flamingos are pink from food? It's a vibrant fact that the stunning pink color of flamingos actually comes from their diet. These elegant birds get their beautiful hue primarily from carotenoid pigments, which are naturally present in their favorite meals like shrimp and algae. When flamingos consume these foods, their bodies break down the carotenoids, and the pigments are then deposited in their feathers, skin, and even their bills. The more carotenoids they eat, the pinker they become. Interestingly, flamingos are born gray and only start to develop their iconic pink color as they grow and eat more of these pigment-rich foods. In places where food is scarce, you may notice that some flamingos remain a lighter shade or even gray. This fascinating connection between their diet and coloration teaches us about the importance of nutrition in the animal kingdom and shows how what we eat can visibly change us. Isn't nature amazing? Meet Thumbelina, the world's tiniest mare. This tiny sensation was born in 2001 at Goose Creek Farm in Missouri, and she holds the remarkable title of the world's smallest mare, standing just 17 inches tall and weighing a remarkable 57 pounds. Thumbelina was born with dwarfism, which caused her to weigh only 8 pounds at birth. Despite her small stature, she had a big job overseeing the tiny town of Rabbit Hash, Kentucky, where her unique position brought joy and attention to the community. To maintain her size, she followed a simple diet that consisted of only a cup of grain and a handful of hay twice a day. Living proof that great things come in small packages, Thumbelina's story continues to inspire many. Her adorable personality and charming presence transformed her into a cherished figure in her town, proving that you don't have to be big to make a big impact. How can such a petite mare lead a community with such spirit and charisma? Here's a wild fact about mussels. Mussels are more than just tasty treats. They act as vital indicators of water health. When mussel populations thrive, it's a clear sign that their aquatic environment is thriving too, suggesting that everything from the water quality to the surrounding ecosystem is in good shape. These amazing creatures filter water as they feed, helping to keep it clean and clear by removing pollutants and excess nutrients. However, if mussel numbers start to decline, it often points to problems like pollution or an ecological imbalance, warning us that something isn't right in the ecosystem. That makes mussels essential not just for their habitats, but also for maintaining the overall health of our environment. So the next time you see mussels, remember they're more than just a meal. They're guardians of our water's health. Believe it or not, discover the secret behind Sweden's work-life balance. In Sweden, the approach to work and life is refreshingly balanced, with a typical work week lasting between 35 to 40 hours. This structure emphasizes the value of family time, as Swedes commonly gather for dinner around 6 or 7 p.m., fostering deeper connections among loved ones. However, work-life balance goes beyond a simple clock-in and clock-out routine. When summer arrives, Swedes fully embrace outdoor activities, from hiking in the breathtaking landscapes to enjoying refreshing swims in their pristine lakes. Vacation is a cherished time, with an average of 5 to 6 weeks off each year, dedicated to traveling, unwinding, or exploring the country's stunning scenery. This philosophy, captured in the mantra, "Work to live, not live to work," empowers individuals to recharge and focus on what truly matters: relationships, personal health, and life experiences. In a world that often idolizes overwork, Sweden demonstrates a compelling alternative, that a well-rounded life not only leads to greater happiness, but also fosters higher productivity. What's the point of working hard if you can't savor the joys of life? Did you know the brain stays active after death? This intriguing fact reveals that even after the heart stops beating, the human brain can emit electrical signals for a surprising 20 to 40 seconds. Scientists believe that these signals occur as the brain undergoes a process of shutting down. During this time, brain cells can still communicate with each other, indicating a short period of electrical activity. This phenomenon raises fascinating questions about consciousness and what happens after life. Some researchers speculate that it might even contribute to near-death experiences, where people report feelings of floating or seeing bright lights. While this electrical activity is brief, it touches on profound mysteries surrounding life and death, making us wonder what our brains are doing in those last moments. Have you ever thought about what happens to our minds when we take our final breath? Discover the magic of Île-aux-Marins' August reunion. Each year, this small island off the coast of France transforms from a quiet, uninhabited spot into a vibrant celebration of heritage. Descendants of the island's former inhabitants return to reconnect with their roots, bringing along stories, laughter, and cherished traditions. This unique gathering invites everyone to participate in lively festivals, where songs, dances, and delicious local dishes fill the air with joy and nostalgia. As families come together, they honor the memories of their ancestors, sharing tales that keep the island's spirit alive. For many of these returnees, each visit revitalizes their connection to Île-aux-Marins, turning it into a living tapestry of history and community. Such reunions not only celebrate the past, but also forge bonds among generations, making it a truly special event. What makes these gatherings so meaningful for those who come back? Turns out the truth is that this fiery pit fascinates us. Turkmenistan's Gate of Hell, a notorious crater, has captured the imagination of many since 1971. It all began with a drilling accident when Soviet geologists were searching for natural gas. Their equipment accidentally punctured the earth, creating a vast hole that quickly began to fill with methane gas. To prevent a catastrophic explosion, the geologists made a daring decision. They set the gas alight, believing it would extinguish within weeks. However, the flames raged on, turning this once ordinary site into an extraordinary spectacle that continues to burn today. With a mesmerizing glow illuminating the surrounding desert landscape at night, the crater has transformed into a popular destination for adventurous travelers. Visitors flock to this remarkable site to marvel at the never-ending flames, capturing breathtaking photographs in the process. The Gate of Hell stands as a testament to human error and nature's might, captivating thrill-seekers and curious minds alike. So what do you think? Would you dare to visit this surreal wonder of nature? Why exactly does light take so long in space? Traveling at the speed of light, which is about 299,792 kilometers per second, sounds incredibly fast, right? Yet it would still take around 100,000 years to traverse the Milky Way galaxy. This staggering fact highlights just how immense our galaxy really is. Picture this. The Milky Way is a sprawling spiral galaxy that stretches roughly 100,000 light-years across, containing billions of stars, countless planets, and a vast range of cosmic wonders. Even if you could travel as fast as light, you'd need a lifetime, many lifetimes, to journey across its expanse. This showcases not only the vast distances in space, but also the limitations of our current technology and understanding of space travel. It makes you wonder about what lies out there, and how we might one day explore the mysteries of our galaxy. Have you ever wondered about Lady Gaga's rise to fame? In 2008, she shook the music world with her debut album, The Fame, introducing us to catchy hits like Just Dance and Poker Face. Lady Gaga's unique blend of pop and theatrical style not only captivated fans, but also challenged traditional norms in the music industry. Her bold fashion choices and energetic performances set her apart as a pop icon. But her talents extend far beyond music. Lady Gaga transitioned into acting, showcasing her incredible range and depth as an artist. Her stunning performance in A Star is Born earned her an Oscar, proving she could conquer Hollywood just as effortlessly as the music charts. This versatile artist continues to inspire many through her creativity and passion. Lady Gaga's journey illustrates how perseverance and authenticity can lead to monumental success. Who knows what she will achieve next? Is it really true that enemies became friends in Norway? During World War II, an extraordinary event unfolded when a German fighter plane and a British aircraft crossed paths over Norway. Both planes were engaged in a fierce dogfight when they accidentally shot each other down. As fate would have it, their crews found themselves stranded in the snowy wilderness, far from the chaos of war. Rather than turning on one another, the German and British soldiers helped each other survive. They shared food, warmth, and comfort in an unlikely bond forged in crisis. Years later, after the war had ended, these once enemies met again, transforming what could have been a story of hatred into one of friendship. They reminisced about their harrowing experience, proving that even amidst conflict, humanity can shine through. Isn't it heartwarming to think of former foes becoming friends? Prepare to be amazed by North Korea's travel secrets. If you're daydreaming about a trip to the mysterious land of North Korea, prepare for a surprising journey even before you pack your bags. This country is known for being one of the most closed-off places on Earth, which makes obtaining a visa an intricate process. Most travelers cannot simply book a flight and arrive. They must secure an approved tour guide or agency. The government exercises tight control, allowing visitors access only to designated areas under constant monitoring. When applying for a visa, you will face considerable paperwork, including a detailed itinerary and personal information, which adds to the complexity. Unlike many tourist-friendly destinations where visa approval is swift, in North Korea, patience and precision are essential. Additionally, understanding the local culture and regulations before you go ensures a smoother experience. Despite the challenges, those brave enough to navigate this process are rewarded with a unique glimpse into a society that feels untouched by modern influences. Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Hard to believe, but AT&T controlled your phone choices. Back in the day, AT&T had a tight grip on the telephone market, and they weren't shy about it. Before the company faced its antitrust breakup in 1982, they enforced strict rules that prevented customers from using phones made by other manufacturers. AT&T argued that allowing outside devices could harm their network's performance. Imagine being told which phone you could own simply because of the company you paid for service. This monopoly limited consumer options and stifled innovation in the phone industry. People had to choose from a limited selection of AT&T-approved models, which meant that creativity and design choices were left out of the equation. The breakup revolutionized the market, opening the door for competition and a wave of new technologies. Today, we enjoy a variety of devices from different companies, thanks to those changes made decades ago. Let's uncover the truth about avoirdupois weight. Avoirdupois is a fascinating term that comes from an old French system of measuring weight. This system sets the standard for a pound to equal 16 ounces, something we commonly use every day without even thinking about it. The word avoirdupois itself is derived from French, meaning goods of weight. This measurement has roots that trace back to medieval times when merchants needed a standard way to measure and trade goods accurately. Before the adoption of the avoirdupois system, various regions used different weights, creating confusion and inconsistency. The simplicity of knowing that 16 ounces equal 1 pound has helped to streamline commerce. Today, we see avoirdupois in grocery stores, for example, when buying food items. Understanding this system helps us measure and compare weights in cooking, shipping, and more, making it a vital part of our daily lives. Isn't it intriguing to think about how something as simple as a measurement has influenced economies and diets for centuries? Why does the Grand Canyon leave everyone amazed? This breathtaking natural wonder, found in Arizona, USA, plunges down to depths exceeding 1,800 meters in certain spots. Imagine standing on the edge, peering into a vast chasm carved over millions of years by the relentless flow of the Colorado River. The sheer scale of the Grand Canyon is hard to grasp. It stretches about 227 miles long and up to 18 miles wide. Each layer of rock tells a story about Earth's history, revealing fossils and ancient sediments that date back nearly 2 billion years. When you visit, hiking trails like the Bright Angel Trail provide a stunning view and an up-close experience of the canyon's rugged landscape. Additionally, the canyon's diverse ecosystem supports more than 1,500 plant species, various mammals, and countless birds. Whether you're witnessing a sunrise casting vibrant hues across its walls or exploring its winding paths, the Grand Canyon captivates the heart and mind. Have you ever felt the awe of standing above such an incredible geological masterpiece? What if a green hat changed history during Prohibition? George Cassidy, famously known as the Man in the Green Hat, emerged as a surprising figure during the era of alcohol ban in the United States. Wearing his distinctive green fedora, Cassidy took it upon himself to secretly supply liquor to members of Congress right inside the Capitol building. His bold actions not only defied the laws of the time, but also highlighted the hypocrisy of lawmakers who publicly supported the alcohol ban while indulging behind closed doors. Cassidy's daring escapades drew attention from the public, sparking conversations about the reality of prohibition and the disconnect between legislation and personal behavior. His arrest served as a turning point, exposing the contradictions within the very system that sought to enforce such a moral directive. This prompted a shift in public opinion, ultimately contributing to the repeal of prohibition. George Cassidy may not have intended to become a symbol of resistance, but his green hat is now forever linked to a significant chapter in American history. Ever wondered about the secrets of the Royal Mile? This historic street in Edinburgh is not just any ordinary road. It connects two of the city's most iconic landmarks, Edinburgh Castle and the Palace of Holyrood House. Spanning approximately 1 mile in length, the Royal Mile is a fascinating blend of history, culture, and tradition. As you stroll along, you'll encounter centuries-old buildings, charming shops, and vibrant street performances, all of which offer a glimpse into Edinburgh's rich past. Each section of the Royal Mile has its own unique character, from the bustling streets filled with tourists to the quieter alleyways that whisper stories of long ago. Whether you're a history buff or simply looking for a lovely walk, the Royal Mile has something for everyone. So next time you're in Edinburgh, make sure to take a leisurely stroll down this remarkable street. Who knows what you might discover? What if I told you Dolly Parton lost to herself? In a hilarious twist of fate, the iconic country singer once entered a look-alike contest featuring contestants aiming to mimic her famous style. Dolly, known for her dazzling wigs and distinctive fashion, put in a lot of effort with her hair and makeup for the event. However, despite her dazzling appearance and high hopes, the crowd ended up giving her the least applause. It's hard to imagine that someone as beloved and influential as Dolly could miss the mark in a contest centered around her own likeness. This amusing incident highlights the unpredictable nature of live performances and public opinions. Sometimes even the biggest stars can have off days, reminding us that laughter is just as important as applause. So next time you find yourself in a competition or showcase, remember that it's not always about winning, but enjoying the experience and having fun, just like Dolly did. Did you know bumblebees are disappearing fast? Recent studies reveal that the American bumblebee population has shockingly declined by 90% in just the past 2 decades. This drastic drop isn't just a number, it has serious implications for our environment and food supply. Bumblebees are vital pollinators, helping to fertilize many of the plants we rely on, including fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Without these busy bees buzzing around, many crops may struggle to produce, leading to lower yields and potentially higher prices at the grocery store. The decline results from various factors, including habitat loss, pesticide use, and climate change, which are all putting pressure on these essential creatures. As we enjoy our meals, it's crucial to remember the role these small but mighty pollinators play in our ecosystem. What steps can we take to protect the American bumblebee and ensure they thrive once more? Prepare to be amazed by this epic domino chain reaction. Scientists recently discovered a breathtaking domino project that pulled together over 100,000 individual pieces, creating a stunning display that lasted several minutes. This wasn't just a playful pastime, it was a fascinating marriage of art and engineering. Each carefully placed domino contributed to a chain reaction that delighted viewers, showing how a simple game can evolve into a masterful performance. Builders invested immense patience, precision, and creativity into the setup, demonstrating incredible skill as they crafted paths and patterns that flowed beautifully. The visual spectacle captivated audiences and showcased the potential of everyday objects to create something truly extraordinary. Who knew that a row of blocks could turn into an awe-inspiring display of teamwork and artistry? Prepare to be amazed by Finland's stunning lakes. Did you know that Finland boasts more than 188,000 lakes? This impressive number makes it the country with the most lakes in all of Europe. These lakes cover around 10% of Finland's land area, creating a magical landscape that's vital for the environment. They serve as habitats for unique wildlife, supporting species from fish to birds. Beyond their ecological importance, Finland's lakes are a playground for outdoor enthusiasts. Tourists flock to these shimmering waters to enjoy activities like fishing, swimming, and boating, all while soaking in breathtaking views. Whether you're an adventure seeker or someone who simply loves nature, Finland's lakes offer an unforgettable experience. So what are you waiting for? Dive into the wonders of Finland and explore its lake-filled paradise. Discover how silk outshined gold in ancient China. In ancient times, silk was not just a luxurious fabric, but an invaluable currency. Its shimmering beauty and intricate textures made it extremely desirable, often ranking higher than gold and silver in value. Ancient Chinese officials received silk as payment, while it was also used as tribute to emperors, highlighting its importance in the economy. The famous Silk Road, a network of trade routes, helped spread silk beyond China's borders, influencing cultures and economies worldwide. Because of its rarity and the labor-intensive process of sericulture, producing silk was a closely guarded secret that added to its allure. Silk was more than just fabric, it symbolized wealth, power, and sophistication. Even today, silk remains a cherished material, weaving a rich history that connects ancient civilizations to our modern world. Isn't it fascinating how a simple thread can have such a profound impact on history? Guess what really drives Yom Kippur silence in Israel? On Yom Kippur, which is the holiest day in Jewish tradition, the streets of Israel transform into a peaceful, almost eerie stillness. This day, known as the Day of Atonement, brings together millions of people who choose to observe their faith by refraining from work and daily activities, including driving cars. As the sun sets and the holiday begins, many Israelis avoid vehicles, allowing the normally bustling roads to empty out. The sound of cars fades, replaced by the echoes of prayers and reflections as families gather in synagogues or at home. This unique observance emphasizes unity and introspection, inviting people to connect to their spirituality. The lack of car traffic not only signifies respect for this important day, but also offers a moment of tranquility that feels rare in today's fast-paced world. Have you experienced such a peaceful day? Surprisingly, it's a fact that metal hair clips disrupt airports. These everyday accessories can cause unexpected chaos at security checkpoints. Many travelers don't realize that hair clips made of metal can set off alarms, leading to prolonged security checks and a puzzling experience for everyone involved. Imagine standing in line, ready for your journey, when suddenly a metal detector goes off because of your hairstyling tool. Security personnel must then conduct a thorough inspection, often leaving travelers confused and anxious as they try to explain that their hair clips are harmless, not weapons. This little-known detail highlights how something so common can turn into a significant holdup in a busy airport. So the next time you pack for your flight, consider choosing plastic or non-metal hair accessories to avoid the hassle. How many of you have faced this situation? What if I revealed the truth about vegetarians? According to a 2003 study by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, a surprising 66% of people who claim to be vegetarians admitted to eating meat. This fact comes from a survey of 13 Americans exploring their dietary habits. Imagine the shock when researchers uncovered that many declaring themselves meat-free were still indulging in hamburgers or bacon now and then. This information raises interesting questions about the definitions of vegetarianism and personal eating habits. Perhaps societal pressure plays a role, prompting some individuals to label themselves as vegetarians, even if they occasionally enjoy meat. It also highlights the complexities of diet and identity in today's world. As people become more health conscious or environmentally aware, the lines between different dietary choices seem to blur. Many are drawn to vegetarianism for its supposed health benefits or ethical considerations, but still find it hard to say goodbye to their favorite meat dishes completely. So what does this mean for the future of our eating habits? Prepare to be amazed by H.H. Holmes's hotel. In 1886, the notorious H.H. Holmes built a 3-story hotel in Chicago, but this was no ordinary place of rest. Designed with devious intent, the hotel was a nightmarish maze of secret rooms, trapdoors, and even staircases that led nowhere. Holmes, often called America's first serial killer, lured unsuspecting guests to their doom within these walls. It is estimated that he was responsible for the deaths of over 200 people, making this establishment a chilling testament to evil. Guests often disappeared without a trace, raising suspicions and fear. The construction of such a creepy place was unique for its time and remains a haunting part of Chicago's history. Today, the story of Holmes's hotel continues to intrigue and terrify, reminding us of the dark side of humanity hidden in plain sight. How did he get away with it for so long? Can you believe this bizarre spitting law in Georgia? In Marietta, Georgia, an unusual law states that it's illegal to spit from a car or bus, while drivers of trucks can freely let it fly. This regulation seems odd at first, especially considering the reasons behind it likely stem from public health and hygiene concerns. Spitting can be unsanitary, spreading germs and diseases, which probably led lawmakers to restrict it in smaller vehicles, where people are more likely to be close together. But why exempt trucks, which can also carry passengers and spread spit? The exception raises eyebrows and questions about the law's intention and consistency. Perhaps it's a quirky bit of legislation that's just stuck around over time. Laws like this remind us that not all regulations make perfect sense, but they can certainly spark curiosity about our local rules. Discover the amazing blue banana from the Canary Islands. Scientists recently began cultivating a brand new species of banana in this sunny archipelago, and it is turning heads with its unique blue skin and delightful vanilla-like flavor. The discovery is part of an effort to diversify crops and explore new tastes that can excite fruit lovers. Unlike the familiar yellow bananas we all know, this blue version is not only visually striking, but also promises a deliciously sweet and creamy taste that could transform desserts and snacks. Researchers are optimistic about its potential, with plans to introduce it to markets soon. Can you imagine biting into a blue banana? This could change the way we think about fruit, offering a fresh twist to our diets and maybe even boosting local economies through its novelty. Keep an eye out for this exciting tropical treat. Shocking moment when shoes flew at President Bush. In 2008, a dramatic incident unfolded during a press conference in Iraq when journalist Montasser al-Zaidi hurled his shoes at then-President George W. Bush. This unexpected act of protest was captured live on camera, drawing worldwide attention and sparking debates about freedom of speech. Al-Zaidi's gesture symbolized his anger over the U.S. invasion of Iraq, which had deeply affected many Iraqis. The shoe-throwing incident quickly became a viral sensation, leading to a surge of memes and discussions about the limits of expressing dissent. Interestingly, in many cultures, throwing a shoe signifies great disrespect, making this incident even more symbolically powerful. As people across the globe watched the event unfold, it raised questions about media, politics, and personal expression. Al-Zaidi was subsequently detained, but later received a hero's welcome in some circles for standing up against what he viewed as an unjust occupation. This moment remains a pivotal example of how protest can take unexpected forms, sparking conversations that go beyond borders. Why exactly does Keene celebrate giant pumpkins every year? This charming town in New Hampshire transforms into a pumpkin paradise each fall during its annual pumpkin festival. The event attracts thousands of visitors who come to see impressive displays and cheer on competitors in the quest to grow the largest pumpkin in the world. In 2019, the festival hit a high note when a massive pumpkin tipped the scales at over 2,204 pounds, setting a record that amazed everyone. With a local population of just about 24,000 people, Keene becomes a lively hub filled with more than 30,000 pumpkins, showcasing the creativity and community spirit of its residents. The festival not only features the mind-blowing size of pumpkins, but also includes fun activities, delicious food, and festive entertainment for families. Visitors can admire intricate pumpkin carvings, join in on games, and even sample pumpkin-flavored goodies. This vibrant festival highlights the wonderful creativity and togetherness that can bring a small town to life. So if you're ever in the area, make sure to experience this unique celebration. Can you imagine that opossums break the nipple rule? It's true, in the animal kingdom, most mammals have about twice as many nipples as the average number of babies they have at once. This quirky pattern is known as the half-nipple rule, ensuring mothers can feed all their young. For example, if a cat usually has 4 kittens, it often has about 8 nipples. But here's where it gets interesting. The opossum stands out with its unusual nipple count. These fascinating creatures, often seen scuttling around at night, typically have 13 nipples. Unlike other mammals, their odd number reflects their unique breeding habits. Opossums can give birth to up to 20 babies at once, but not all survive, as they are born underdeveloped and need to crawl into their mother's pouch. It's a wild way to adapt to nature's challenges, and it shows just how diverse and surprising life can be. Guess what really drives square waves in the ocean? These fascinating phenomena, known as cross seas, occur when 2 different wave systems collide at oblique angles. The result is a striking checkerboard pattern on the surface of the water, which can look beautiful from a distance. However, don't be fooled. Square waves are incredibly dangerous. Swimmers and smaller boats face serious risks because the currents created by these waves can be unpredictable and powerful. Imagine waves towering up to 10 feet high crashing unpredictably, creating an environment that can easily overturn even large vessels. It's like nature's own roller coaster. If you're ever out on the water, keep an eye on the conditions and steer clear of areas prone to these phenomena. Understanding how square waves form can help ensure your safety while enjoying the ocean. You might be shocked to learn that soccer unites us. This incredible sport is not just the most popular globally, it brings people together from all walks of life, regardless of culture or geography. Imagine stadiums filled with fans waving flags, singing songs, and cheering for their teams. Whether you're in a bustling city or a small town, soccer creates a unique bond among strangers. During games, shared experiences ignite powerful emotions, making fans feel like family. Countries across continents celebrate soccer with thrilling tournaments like the FIFA World Cup, where nations compete for glory and pride. These events showcase not just the love for the game, but also the strong community spirit that soccer fosters. From urban parks to professional leagues, soccer pitches serve as gathering places, building friendships and memories that last a lifetime. Isn't it amazing how one sport can break down barriers and connect people all over the world? Did you know drive-thrus started in Arizona? This clever concept first emerged in 1975 as a solution to military policies that prevented soldiers from dining inside restaurants while wearing their uniforms. The idea was simple yet revolutionary. Allow service from the convenience of a vehicle. With this innovation, restaurants could serve meals quicker and improve accessibility for those on the go. Over the years, the drive-thru evolved from a necessity into a beloved part of American culture. Fast food chains embraced it, and soon people everywhere were enjoying their favorite meals without leaving their cars. Today, the drive-thru is found at a myriad of establishments, not just fast food outlets, showcasing its impact on modern dining habits. Next time you grab a burger or coffee from your car, remember the ingenuity that made it possible. Isn't it fascinating how one idea can change eating habits across the nation? Is it really true that Scrabble banned offensive words? In a significant shift, Many competitive Scrabble players have decided to quit the game after the organization implemented a ban on hundreds of offensive words, including racial slurs and insults related to gender and sexuality. This decision aimed to create a more inclusive and respectful playing environment, but it sparked controversy within the community. Some players believe that the removal of these words stifles creativity and challenges in the game, arguing that Scrabble is traditionally about strategy and vocabulary. Others support the ban, saying it promotes a healthier atmosphere for all participants. Ultimately, this policy change has reshaped the dynamic of competitive Scrabble, leading to heated debates about language, respect, and the role of games in reflecting social values. Will this move attract new players or push away loyal fans? Prepare to be amazed by indoor cloud creation. A Dutch artist has turned the concept of clouds on its head by bringing them indoors using a fascinating blend of art and science. By skillfully controlling humidity, temperature, and lighting, he creates stunning floating clouds that drift across the room as if they were born from the sky. This innovative technique blurs the lines between natural phenomena and artistic expression, allowing viewers to experience a piece of nature's magic inside a gallery or even a living room. Imagine stepping into a space where soft, wispy clouds swirl above your head, creating an atmosphere that feels both serene and surreal. It's not just about visual beauty. This artist also invites us to think about our relationship with nature and the environment. How does this unique interplay of science and creativity change our perceptions of clouds and the atmosphere? Is it really true that Oscars have special rules? Yes, indeed. When someone wins an Academy Award, they receive a prestigious trophy, but there are strict guidelines about what they can do with it. Winners aren't free to sell or give away their Oscars as they please. Instead, if they decide they no longer want their Oscar, they must first return it to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. The catch? They can only buy it back for a nominal fee of just $1. This unusual rule exists to keep the integrity and value of these prestigious awards intact. Imagine how many trophies could flood the market if winners could sell them without any restrictions. The Academy wants to ensure that these coveted statuettes remain symbols of excellence in filmmaking rather than mere collectibles. So if you ever dream of winning an Oscar, remember that your shiny trophy comes with rules designed to uphold its significance in the film industry. Most people don't know this about the sun. Despite its warm yellow and orange hues, the sun actually emits white light. This might sound surprising, but white light is a mixture of all colors in the spectrum. So why does the sun appear so different when we look at it? The key lies in Earth's atmosphere. When sunlight travels through the air, it interacts with molecules and small particles, scattering shorter wavelengths of light, particularly blue. This scattering effect causes the blue light to disperse in different directions, allowing the warmer colors like yellow and orange to dominate in our view. During the day, this is why the sun looks more golden as it rises or sets. Interestingly, if you were to observe the sun from space, it would look like a brilliant white ball. Understanding this can change how we see the world around us, reminding us that our perception can often be misleading. So the next time you gaze at a sunset, remember that the colors we see are just part of the bigger picture. Surprisingly, it's a fact that children once played with animal bladders. Back in the day, before rubber balloons were invented, kids found fun in some rather unusual places. Animal bladders, which are the elastic sacs that store urine in animals, were cleaned, inflated, and used for play. These natural balloons were quite the hit, allowing children to enjoy tossing and catching games. Despite their origins, the bladders were surprisingly effective for this purpose, often making children laugh and cheer as they played. While it might sound strange to us today, this practice illustrates just how resourceful kids can be with what they have available. Eventually, as technology evolved, rubber balloons became the preferred choice, offering more colors and shapes and turning birthday parties into magical celebrations. Can you imagine replacing those colorful balloons with animal bladders? Meet Methuselah, the ancient tree that saw history. This remarkable pine found in California's White Mountains is the oldest known living organism on Earth, estimated to be a whopping 4,150 years old. Imagine the stories it could share. While many trees live for just a few decades, Methuselah has stood tall through centuries of change, witnessing the rise and fall of civilizations, the development of agriculture, and even the impact of climate change. Just think about all the major events it's seen, from the building of the pyramids to the arrival of Columbus in the Americas. Each year, as rings form inside its trunk, Methuselah's history grows richer, marking the passage of time like a living chronicle. Scientists study this ancient being not just for its age, but to learn about resilience and survival in harsh conditions. As you ponder the life of this incredible tree, consider what it must have felt witnessing human progress and natural shifts across millennia. How incredible is it that one tree could bear witness to such a vast span of our planet's history? Did you know about the colorful margarita pizza? This delicious dish features tomato sauce, fresh mozzarella, and fragrant basil, creating a stunning representation of the Italian national flag. Imagine biting into a slice that not only bursts with flavor, but also tells the story of Italy's pride. The margarita pizza was named after Queen Margherita of Savoy, who visited Naples in the late 1800s. A local chef created this pizza to honor her, skillfully combining the colors of the flag, red from the tomatoes, white from the mozzarella, and green from the basil. This delightful combination makes it a favorite for both locals and tourists who want to experience authentic Italian cuisine. It's incredible how food can express cultural identity and pride, connecting people to their heritage through taste. Next time you indulge in a margarita pizza, take a moment to appreciate not just the flavors, but also the rich history and patriotism that each ingredient embodies. Who knew a simple pizza could hold such meaning? This might surprise you. A man vandalized a clock tower. In 2008, a man in Italy took a drastic step to express his frustration with the relentless ticking of time. Feeling overwhelmed by the demands of daily life, he climbed to the top of a clock tower in a small town and vandalized it. His actions were not just a moment of rebellion, they symbolized a deeper struggle many face with the pressures of modern living. Time, often seen as a guiding force, can sometimes feel like a heavy weight, pushing us to meet deadlines and rush through our days. This man's act sparked conversations about our relationship with time and how it shapes our lives. Instead of simply respecting traditional symbols like clocks, he challenged the idea, raising questions about how we prioritize our time and what it means to be governed by it. Could his rebellion inspire others to rethink their views on time? Here's a wild fact about dice design. Did you know that opposite sides of a standard die always add up to 7? This clever design choice isn't just a coincidence. It dates back to ancient times when dice were crafted for fairness and consistency in games. Imagine rolling a die with your friends. It's always exciting, and the number you roll could change the course of the game. However, this wouldn't be as thrilling if the dice weren't balanced. The arrangement ensures that no side unfairly dominates during gameplay. The tradition of creating dice in such a precise manner reflects the care that cultures have put into gaming tools for centuries. Whether made from wood, bone, or plastic, this universal rule has remained intact, allowing everyone to feel that with each roll, they have an equal chance at victory. This simple yet ingenious design promotes a sense of trust among players. So next time you toss a die, think about the history and thought behind its design, how it has stood the test of time. Did you know the oldest known coin is Lydian? This remarkable coin, made from a unique blend of gold and silver known as electrum, dates back to around 600 BC. Originating in the ancient kingdom of Lydia, located in what we now call Turkey, these coins played a crucial role in the development of trade. Before such coins existed, bartering was common, where people swapped goods directly. The introduction of coins simplified transactions, allowing for smoother exchanges and the growth of marketplaces. Many Lydian coins featured intricate designs, often showcasing images of gods, animals, and symbols of power, which not only indicated wealth, but also served as an early form of branding that inspired trust among traders. This innovation was so influential that it laid the groundwork for modern currency systems. Today, ancient coins like these provide historians with critical insights into economic practices and societal values of the time. Can you imagine using a coin that's over 2,600 years old? Ever thought about why microwaves changed cooking forever? The invention of the microwave oven was a game changer in the world of cooking technology. Imagine a kitchen gadget that could heat your leftover pizza in just minutes. This incredible innovation was inspired by an unexpected source: the melting of candy. During the 1940s, engineer Percy Spencer noticed that a candy bar in his pocket had melted while working with microwave technology. Curious about this phenomenon, he experimented and discovered that microwave energy could cook food rapidly. This led to the first commercial microwave oven hitting the market in the late 1940s. Now millions of households use microwaves daily, enjoying the convenience of defrosting, reheating, and even cooking meals in no time. It revolutionized how we prepare food, making cooking simpler and faster than ever before. What would our meals look like without it? Prepare to be amazed by Vika Bren's art. Vika Bren is a creative artist who takes body painting to a whole new level. Using her own skin as a canvas, she crafts stunning optical illusions that play tricks on the eyes. Imagine a butterfly resting on her arm or a beautiful landscape unfolding across her back. Her meticulous attention to detail allows her to create images that look almost three-dimensional. Each design not only captivates the viewer, but also challenges what we think a body can represent. Bren manipulates perception expertly, making her art not just a display of skill, but a groundbreaking exploration of form and illusion. Whether in a gallery setting or on social media, her work sparks conversations about beauty and expression in unexpected mediums. The way she transforms herself into living art encourages us to see the world differently and appreciate the limitless potential of creativity. Have you ever thought that the human body could be a work of art in such a mind-bending way? Did you know that many animals see in color too? It's not just humans who enjoy the vibrant world of colors. Birds, fish, and mammals have evolved color vision that allows them to perceive a full spectrum, similar to how we do. This ability is crucial for their survival. Imagine a bird spotting a bright red berry among green leaves. It can easily identify ripe fruit ready for munching, ensuring it gets the nutrition it needs. Fish rely on colors to find mates and avoid predators, while many mammals use this skill to hunt or forage. The rich palette of colors in nature plays an essential role in the lives of these creatures, helping them navigate their environment. This colorful vision enhances their interactions with the world, making every day a vibrant adventure. So next time you admire a colorful sunset, remember that many animals are experiencing their own brand of color magic all around us. Hard to believe, but cleaning can create art. This fascinating method, known as reverse graffiti or clean tagging, allows artists to transform dull, dirty surfaces into stunning visual masterpieces. Instead of splattering paint everywhere, these creative individuals use specialized tools to scrub away grime and dirt, revealing beautiful images beneath the layers of filth. Imagine walking down a city street and spotting a breathtaking mural that's formed by simply cleaning a wall. Artists often target areas with heavy pollution or neglect, turning overlooked spaces into engaging works of art that can change public perception of their surroundings. Not only do they make the environment more visually appealing, but they also provoke thought about issues related to cleanliness and urban decay. By utilizing this unique technique, reverse graffiti artists spark conversation and inspire awareness about the beauty that can emerge, even from dirt. What other surprising art methods are out there? Can you imagine makeup dating back 6,000 years? The earliest known use of makeup originated in ancient Egypt, where Egyptians discovered that crushed minerals could enhance their beauty while also serving practical purposes. They used vibrant minerals like malachite and galena to create eye makeup that not only made their eyes stand out, but also protected them against the scorching sun. This creativity wasn't just for looks. The pigments had antimicrobial properties, which helped keep their skin healthy amidst the harsh desert environment. Ancient Egyptians took great care in applying these natural substances, often blending them with oils to create the perfect consistency. Makeup rituals were an essential part of daily life and celebrations, reflecting the culture's values and beliefs. So next time you reach for your makeup, remember that you're part of a long tradition that started thousands of years ago. Did you know horses cannot breathe through their mouths? This fascinating fact reveals a unique physiological trait about these incredible animals. Horses, celebrated for their speed and strength, rely solely on their nostrils for breathing. While this design helps them run without the interference of mouth breathing, it also presents a significant risk. If a horse's nostrils become obstructed, whether due to dust, mucus, or other factors, they can quickly find themselves in a life-threatening situation. To fully understand this limitation, it's important to consider how horses evolved in the wild, where rapid escape from predators was crucial. Their nostrils are large and flexible, allowing them to take in air quickly while galloping, but the inability to use their mouths for breathing means they must maintain clear airways at all times. This is one reason why horse owners and caregivers are vigilant during exercise, ensuring that their prized steeds can breathe freely and safely. So the next time you admire a galloping horse, remember this crucial aspect of their physiology. Here's what actually happens when you explore the Andes. The Andes mountain range, one of the longest in the world, stretches about 7,000 kilometers along the western edge of South America, crossing through amazing countries like Argentina, Chile, and Peru. This majestic range isn't just a stunning backdrop, it shapes the lives of millions. From towering peaks that touch the sky to lush valleys teeming with wildlife, the Andes boast incredible biodiversity. You can find unique species like the Andean condor soaring above, or the elusive vicuña roaming the highlands. The mountains also harbor rich cultural history where ancient civilizations like the Inca thrived. Plus, the Andes are a natural playground for adventurers, offering hiking, skiing, and breathtaking scenery. Whether you're drawn by the challenge of climbing Aconcagua, the highest peak in the Americas, or interested in exploring its vibrant ecosystems, the Andes have something for everyone wondering what secrets these mountains hold. Prepare to be amazed by women's fight for credit freedom. Before 1974, women in the United States encountered tremendous hurdles when it came to securing credit cards. Imagine needing permission from a father or husband just to handle your own finances. This outdated practice mirrored the broader societal attitudes toward women's roles, which often emphasize dependence over independence. Women's financial autonomy was stifled as a result, limiting their ability to make purchases, invest in their futures, or even build credit histories on their own. The situation began to change with the passage of the Equal Credit Opportunity Act in 1974, which prohibited discrimination based on gender in credit transactions. This landmark legislation empowered women to apply for credit independently, paving the way for greater financial freedom and equality. Isn't it incredible how such changes can shape lives and communities? Have you ever wondered how paper was made before? Before the invention of wood pulp, people turned to linen and cotton rags to create paper. In fact, rag pickers played a crucial role by collecting discarded clothing from households and markets. These hardworking individuals would sift through piles of fabric, searching for items that could be recycled. Once they gathered enough rags, they would clean, sort, and often tear them into smaller pieces. This material was then soaked and mashed into a pulp, which would be pressed and dried to form new sheets of paper. This process not only helped reduce waste, but also turned old clothes into valuable documents, books, and letters. It's fascinating to think that the history of paper involves so much creativity and resourcefulness, shaping the way we communicate today. What other unexpected uses did old materials have back then? Guess what really drives dolphin intelligence and training? The use of dolphins by the US and Soviet Union during the Vietnam War and Cold War shows how these highly intelligent creatures have contributed to military operations. Both nations recognized that dolphins could be trained for various vital tasks, including mine detection and retrieving equipment from underwater settings. Their natural sonar capabilities make dolphin training remarkably effective, allowing them to locate mines that could pose threats to naval operations. This innovative approach not only highlights dolphin intelligence, but also emphasizes the unique bond between humans and marine mammals in complex situations. By employing these friendly marine animals, military forces could enhance safety and effectiveness in dangerous waters. Isn't it fascinating how dolphins, known for their playful nature, played such a significant role in historical military efforts? Turns out, the truth is that Pauwai genome leads the way. The Pauwai genome, based in Belgium, has become a fascinating focal point in genetic research and innovation. This individual stands out as the most recognized example of genome utilization worldwide, showcasing how genetic information can be harnessed for various purposes. With advancements in technology, scientists are increasingly exploring the potential of using Pauwai's genome to unlock secrets about health, behavior, and even disease resistance. By studying this genome, researchers hope to pave the way for breakthroughs in personalized medicine and tailored treatments. The interest in Pauwai genome also raises questions about the ethics of genome usage and its implications for society. As we continue to unearth the mysteries hidden in our DNA, what other incredible discoveries await us? Awareness and understanding of genetic information, such as that from the Pauwai genome, could truly revolutionize our approach to medicine and health in the years to come. A powerful moment in history that changed perspectives. In 1945, something remarkable happened at Camp Butler in the United States. After viewing a harrowing film about the Holocaust, 1,000 German POWs were profoundly affected. Witnessing the horrors endured by the victims of Nazi atrocities, they felt an overwhelming sense of disgust for their uniforms, which represented a regime they no longer supported. In a bold act of defiance, these soldiers gathered together to burn their German uniforms, symbolizing their rejection of the violence and hatred they had once been part of. This emotional event highlighted the complex nature of guilt, responsibility, and humanity during wartime. It also sparked conversations about personal beliefs and the impact of propaganda. How often do single moments reshape our views on morality and responsibility? This scene reminds us that even in dark times, the capacity for change and reflection exists. Why exactly does Lake Mercer hide ancient bacteria? In 2019, scientists made an astonishing discovery when they extracted water from Lake Mercer, a mysterious subglacial lake in Antarctica. This lake lies beneath sheets of ice and had been sealed off for over 10,000 years. When researchers analyzed the water, they found live bacteria that had survived in this icy prison. Even more incredible, they managed to revive these ancient microbes in the laboratory. This breakthrough has profound implications for our understanding of life on Earth and possibly beyond. It raises questions about how life can endure in extreme conditions, hinting at the resilience of organisms. Additionally, studying these ancient bacteria may help scientists learn about past climate conditions and the effects of climate change today. What other secrets lie beneath the ice waiting to be discovered? What if English is the world's top language? With around 1.3 billion speakers, English holds the title for the most spoken language globally. This incredible number reflects its widespread use across different countries and cultures. English isn't just popular in conversation, it's also the dominant language on the internet, making up about 25% of all online content. This means that when you navigate websites, watch videos, or read articles, a large chunk of that information is likely in English. The language's prominence stems from historical factors such as the British Empire's expansion and the global influence of American culture in film, music, and technology. As a result, English has become a common tongue for international business, travel, and diplomacy. This widespread use allows people from different backgrounds to communicate more easily and share ideas. Whether you're in a bustling city or a remote village, you might find someone who speaks English. Isn't it fascinating how one language can connect so many people around the world? Did you know Queen Elizabeth I loved deadly makeup? Venetian Sorrows was a popular skin-lightening cosmetic during her reign, made from a dangerous mix of white lead and vinegar. Many women of the time craved a smooth, pale complexion as a sign of beauty and social status. Queen Elizabeth famously sported this look, influencing countless others to follow suit. However, the glittering allure of Venetian sorrows came at a steep price. The white lead, while effective at lightening skin, was toxic and slowly poisoned anyone who used it repeatedly. Over time, it caused serious skin problems, leading to painful cracking and peeling. Despite its beauty benefits, many women suffered severe health issues as a result of this deadly obsession. This historical tidbit reminds us that sometimes the pursuit of beauty can have shocking consequences. What do you think people today would say about using such risky products for beauty? Ever thought about why Poveglia is so eerie? This small island near Venice carries a haunting past that still captivates the imagination. Once a lazaretto during the 18th century, Poveglia served as a quarantine station for people afflicted with the Black Death. As the deadly plague swept through Europe, over 160,000 victims were isolated on this island, making it a somber resting place for those who succumbed to the disease. The remains of many were either hastily buried in mass graves or cremated, adding to the island's chilling legacy. Today, Poveglia is off-limits to visitors, shrouded in tales of ghostly sightings and the cries of the past echoing through its abandoned buildings. While its natural beauty contrasts sharply with its grim history, the stories of sorrow and isolation continue to spark curiosity about this infamous isle. What secrets lie within its silent shores? Guess what really drives global temperatures down? The eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia in 1815 was a game-changer for our planet. This massive volcanic explosion shot so much ash and gases into the atmosphere that it blocked sunlight for an entire year. As a result, 1816 became known as the year without a summer. Crops failed across the northern hemisphere, leading to food shortages and famine in many regions. It was a time of hardship as people struggled with the unexpected cold and the heartbreaking loss of harvests. The drop in temperature was felt as far away as Europe and North America, highlighting how interconnected our climate can be. Scientists today still study this event to understand the effects of volcanic eruptions on the climate, helping us prepare for future changes in our environment. How amazing and terrifying is nature's power to affect the entire globe? Can you imagine that Mars' moon is in danger? Phobos, one of the two moons orbiting Mars, is slowly but surely spiraling toward the planet. This isn't just a wild space story. Scientists predict that in about 50 million years, Phobos will reach a critical point. At that time, it might collide with Mars, creating a spectacular cosmic event. Alternatively, Phobos could disintegrate due to the immense gravitational forces of the red planet. As Phobos loses altitude, it experiences tidal forces that are causing it to slowly break apart. If you think about it, this process gives us a unique perspective on celestial mechanics and how moons interact with their planets. Imagine witnessing this dramatic change in the night sky, where a moon disappears or crashes. The fate of Phobos raises questions about the lifespan of moons in our solar system and shows us how dynamic and ever-changing our universe truly is. Here's a wild fact about Thailand's money laws. In Thailand, stepping on money is actually illegal. This surprising rule stems from the immense respect Thai people have for their currency, the baht. Money isn't just a means of exchange, it symbolizes the nation's prosperity and is closely tied to the image of the king, as his face appears on banknotes. Disrespecting money by stepping on it is seen as an insult to the monarchy and the values it represents. Violating this law can lead to hefty fines and even a warning from authorities. Tourists and locals alike are advised to be mindful of where they place their feet, especially around cash. This fascinating law reflects how cultural values shape even everyday actions, reminding us that what might seem trivial in one country can hold great significance in another. Have you ever thought about how different customs around the world can be? Here's something incredible about Nung Yuhui's night vision. Nung Yuhui from China has an extraordinary ability to see perfectly in complete darkness, much like animals with natural night vision. His remarkable sight is so advanced that even after doctors attempted to blind him, he could still read and write without any light. This talent is not just a quirky trick, it reflects the complexity and resilience of the human body. While many people struggle to navigate the dark, Nung's eyes seem to have adapted in ways that amaze scientists and medical professionals alike. It raises fascinating questions about how our bodies can evolve and respond to challenges. Could there be more individuals like him with hidden talents? As we delve deeper into the mystery of vision, Nung's gifts could open doors for discoveries about the human condition and how we understand sight and perception. What other incredible abilities might be out there, waiting to be found? Did you know Nixon dominated Time magazine covers? Richard Nixon, the 37th President of the United States, holds an extraordinary record with a whopping 55 appearances on the cover of Time magazine, which spanned from 1952 until his death in 1994. This remarkable achievement reflects his substantial influence on American politics and society during his time. Nixon first appeared on the cover while serving as vice president and continued to make headlines throughout his presidency and beyond, captivating the public's attention. Each cover featured different stories about his policies, controversies, and the ever-changing political landscape of the era. His time in the spotlight included landmark achievements like the establishment of the Environmental Protection Agency and his visit to China, which opened diplomatic relations. However, it also encompassed the Watergate scandal, leading to his historic resignation. Nixon's presence on these covers not only documented a pivotal time in history, but also illustrates how one individual can significantly shape the national narrative. What do you think his legacy will be remembered as? What if I told you food shapes our culture? The culinary landscape is a vibrant tapestry woven from diverse threads of food, culture, and health. Each dish tells a story, reflecting not just our tastes, but also the traditions and values of different communities. Researchers dive into fascinating questions about how cultural backgrounds influence dietary practices, revealing that the food we consume can signify much more than just nourishment. For instance, in many cultures, communal meals strengthen bonds, while certain ingredients are believed to hold health benefits, showcasing the deep connections between our plates and our well-being. By studying various cuisines and their origins, we can uncover valuable lessons about sustainability, nutrition, and even social justice. With every bite, we have the opportunity to appreciate a world of knowledge, making the culinary landscape a rich area for research and exploration. Did you know Earth's water is mostly undrinkable? Approximately 70% of the Earth's surface is drenched in water, but here's the kicker. Only about 1% of that vast amount is suitable for drinking. Most of this water is salty and found in oceans, which cover nearly 3/4 of the planet. Even rivers and lakes, while fresh, still contribute very little to our drinking supply. This tiny fraction of available fresh water is crucial for our survival, as it fills your glass, nourishes crops, and quenches the thirst of all living beings. We rely on freshwater sources like rivers, lakes, and groundwater, but they're facing increasing pressures from pollution, climate change, and overuse. This means that protecting these precious resources is more important than ever. Have you thought about how you can conserve water in your daily life? Simple actions like fixing leaks, taking shorter showers, and being mindful of water usage can help safeguard our drinking water for future generations. Let's cherish and protect this precious resource. Believe it or not, how many licks to a Tootsie Pop? A curious group of engineering students from Purdue University took on this sweet question with a creative machine designed to count licks. Their ingenious device estimated it took about 364 licks to reach the center of a Tootsie Pop, but that's just one side of the story. Meanwhile, their peers at the University of Michigan built their own model, which came to a different conclusion of 411 licks. The fun didn't stop there. When real people got involved, the numbers varied dramatically. Human trials showed results ranging from just 144 licks to a whopping 252 licks, all depending on how individuals positioned their tongues or the unique traits of their saliva. This playful experiment not only stirred up friendly rivalry between universities, but also showcased how something as simple as a candy can spark creativity and scientific inquiry in young minds. Why exactly does the manchineel tree threaten your safety? This notorious tree, known as the Little Apple of Death, harbors potent toxins in every part, from its bark to its tempting fruits. When it rains, the tree releases these harmful substances, making it extremely dangerous to stand underneath. The toxic sap can cause severe skin irritation, burning sensations, and even blistering if it comes into contact with your skin. Moreover, if someone were to consume its fruits, the consequences could be fatal. It's no wonder that locals in regions like the Caribbean and Central America regard the manchineel tree with deep caution. Despite its appealing appearance, standing under a manchineel tree, especially when it rains, is asking for trouble. Always admire its beauty from a safe distance. So next time you see one, remember the lurking danger and keep your distance. Have you ever wondered about sugar beets' role in sweets? Sugarcane often steals the spotlight as the primary source of sugar worldwide. But sugar beets play a surprisingly big role too, especially in the United States. In fact, nearly 50% of the sugar produced in the U.S. comes from these nutrient-rich root vegetables. Farmers grow sugar beets in regions with cooler climates, like the Midwest, where the conditions are perfect for these crops to thrive. The sweet process begins when the beets are harvested, cleaned, and sliced. Then, water is added to extract the sugary juice, which is boiled down to crystallize the sugar. This method provides a great alternative to sugarcane, making sugar beets a key player in sweetening our foods and drinks. Next time you enjoy a sweet treat, you might appreciate the hidden contribution of sugar beets. How else do you think these crops impact our choices? Is it really true that bathrobes can get you in trouble? In California, a surprising law makes it illegal for women to drive while wearing a bathrobe. This quirky regulation leaves many puzzled about its origins and purpose, as the reasoning behind such a rule is not clearly documented. It seems strange that while you can munch away on a full meal behind the wheel without a fuss, sporting a bathrobe is off limits. Such odd laws often reflect how city and state governance can create regulations that might have made sense in the past, but seem outdated today. Although you probably won't face serious consequences for wearing one during your next drive, it's fun to think about how these unusual rules can highlight cultural norms. It also begs the question, what other strange laws are out there waiting to be discovered? What if I told you musical magic transformed history? The South Pacific, a captivating musical adaptation by James A. Michener, takes audiences on a journey where wartime stories become magical narratives. Set against the backdrop of World War II, this enchanting tale weaves together the lives of soldiers and locals in the South Pacific, illustrating not only the struggles of war, but also the power of love and resilience. Michener masterfully blends history with artistic expression, capturing both the beauty and complexity of the region's culture. The characters, from courageous nurses to conflicted soldiers, navigate their emotions and relationships amidst the chaos of battle. With unforgettable songs and vibrant choreography, the musical invites the audience to experience the era's hopes and challenges, making history feel alive and relatable. South Pacific reminds us that even in difficult times, art can shine a light, telling stories that resonate across generations. So have you ever thought about how a story from the past can inspire hope today? Can you believe people kiss a stone for eloquence? The Blarney Stone, nestled in a quaint town north of Cork City in Ireland, is world-renowned for an extraordinary tradition. According to legend, kissing this ancient stone grants visitors the gift of gab, which means they can speak with incredible fluency and charm. Every year, thousands of tourists flock to Blarney Castle, where the stone is located, eager to partake in this unique ritual. As you lean backward over the edge of the castle to plant a kiss on the stone, held high on a wall, you might feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. This practice isn't just about kissing a rock, it's steeped in history, folklore, and a dash of whimsy. Many believe that those who kiss the Blarney Stone become more persuasive, making it a sought-after experience for people looking to enhance their speaking skills or simply to share in a beloved tradition. So next time you're in Ireland, would you dare to embrace this legendary stone and unlock the power of eloquence? Here's a wild fact about toothbrush history. For centuries, people used toothbrushes made from animal bristles, specifically from pigs or horses. This might sound strange to us today, but back then, These natural bristles were the best materials available for cleaning teeth. The first known toothbrushes date back to ancient China, where sticks with frayed ends were used to scrub teeth. Fast forward to the 20th century, and manufacturers introduced nylon bristles, making toothbrushes more effective and easier to maintain. This transition to synthetic materials revolutionized dental hygiene. Today's toothbrushes come in various shapes, sizes, and even colors. You might prefer soft bristles for sensitive gums or sturdy ones for a deep clean. However, no matter the style, brushing your teeth with a modern toothbrush helps prevent cavities and maintain fresh breath. Isn't it fascinating how this everyday item has evolved over time? From animal hair to nylon, the toothbrush reflects our changing understanding of dental care and hygiene. Can you imagine that village Usca has a wild story? Nestled in the rugged hills of Spain, Usca is not just any ordinary place. It's a village with a rich history full of challenges. The inhabitants of Usca have endured a series of hardships over the years, from harsh winters to limited resources. Life in this remote village has never been easy, and the strength of its people truly shines through these difficulties. The community has always found creative ways to adapt. For example, they developed unique farming techniques to make the most of their rocky land, growing crops that others might think impossible. Stories of resilience echo through the narrow streets, where each home shares memories of overcoming adversity. This tiny village teaches us the power of perseverance and unity. Why not explore Usca's incredible journey and see what lessons we can learn from its residents?